welcome back, friends, to XCOM Long War of the Chosen. This is, I believe, the pre-beta or early beta. It's around about September of 2019, and I've been waiting for this for a very, very long time. For a while when I've played War of the Chosen, it was great, but I enjoyed Long War 2 more, but Long War 2 had a lot of issues. And I always thought that a mix of War of the Chosen and Long War would be the absolute best experience. Can't wait. We'll be starting without Iron Man because this is pretty new and I'm running a couple of mods, so the chance for the game crashing and saves being corrupted is too high. We will be playing with the DLC and the Lost and Abandoned, new gameplay features and story elements. And yes, we're going to watch all the videos for the research and in the beginning because I haven't seen them in a while, and that always get me nice and hyped up at the start of a campaign. So if you don't want to watch the videos again, just skip ahead a minute or two.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
So cool. Love the Reapers. They're awesome.
With the accelerated timeline you placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please!
There's no need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time.
Did you say something?
You're one of those. You must understand. I had no choice.
Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
God, that video is cool. But this starting classic, video.
Excitement continues
So
to
good.
build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent
reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep Gatecrasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
You'll notice how there's still so many little audio things, like the videos are super loud, parts within the individual videos are way louder than the others. And don't get me started when the Chosen show up, that Warlock, his ear-splitting abilities. See, now the audio has gone back to normal levels. Okay, so tunnels under Novgorod, ambush, advent troop column, neutralize all targets. Let's go, boys! Let's do it! Okay, so Advent typically moves its forces in large groups, but we have located a smaller unit on its own that is vulnerable. Well-timed assault will damage Advent's interests in this region and afford us a rare opportunity to bring home corpses for research.
Our position is masked.
So, I don't have the usual extra icons that I prefer to have, but I did a lot of troubleshooting, and it was extra squad icons that was causing performance to get absolutely tanked, like single figure FPS in the strategic world map.
Headed there now.
You still get the full detail, but you just got to press F1, which is through the another F1 mod. And wait, I think I need to actually, because at the start of the campaign, we need to start by going pause on recruit, Gray's band, 5%, 10 is way too high, 30 hidden potential at 25%, red fog for everybody, show abilities. That's it. What we got here? 56 aim, 71 aim, that's nice, and 4 hit points, so that's a potential gunner or a ranger right there. Who's that? Steve Irwin. Conan the Barbarian. 61, movement, wow, good mental strength. 5 hit points, that will be a Shinobi or an assault trooper. Eric Wickstrom. 58 dreadful aim, so he'll have to be an assault. Weinhardt, Deadeye, Veskir, Weiskre? I don't know. Impossible. Decent, average. He could be pretty much anything. Heinz Horst Hartmann. Nice aim. Only 3 hit points, so that'll be a sharpshooter. And Brendan Stobbie. Let's take a look here. 66 aim, average. Decent, nice defense. The positive defense and positive dodge. That's nice. 15 mobility. Will is a touch low. 8 hack, probably a specialist. 3 hit points on a frontline guy, like a specialist, a little scary. Super duper noob. Oh, dreadful aim, but very nice defense. That'll be another assault. Okay. Let's do it.
Moving on target location.
I'm not sure which mod it is. If I had to take a guess, I would say that dynamic pod activations does tend to mess slightly with the patrol patterns of a lot of the enemies. So you'll find that generally in this campaign, the pods are going to be patrolling. They do still patrol, but not nearly as much as in the base game. The result being that occasionally you get big clumps of multiple pods.
Good to go.
Which isn't that bad.
Got it.
That's the edge of the map. Let's start working our way. That's all the way left. That's the corner of the map. That's. I guess we only have to go this way then. Forward.
Closing on target position now.
Whoopsie! First misclick of the campaign. Oh god.
Officers seem more capable.
Let's hope we get away with that.
We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control. On the move.
Need to get back into the habit of clicking more carefully. So based on what we've... should be safe there. Can I get up there? No.
Copy that.
It's unlikely that that pod will move that far there.
On the move.
What I mean is it's unlikely that they'll move that far that it reveals those lads. But as usual, let's just get in as close as we can.
No need to ask twice.
Prepare a nice little close range ambush. I want to make sure I take out this whole first pod before the rest of the pods get activated. The dynamic pod activations mod isn't as harsh as all pods active. I actually prefer all pods active. Which is as soon as any of your guys get spotted, then every alien on the map is at the end of that turn activated. Whereas dynamic pod activations is almost the same. The way dynamic pod activations works is once we aggro this pod, if there's any other pods within a certain range, then they will hear and be activated as well. Using explosives makes noise, which pulls pods towards you. Civilians running around and yelling also pulls pods towards you. Could that potentially be a... I'm worried about that being a reveal.
Affirmative. Covering now. Affirmative.
Let's get some preemptive overwatches going then.
On your order.
Damn. All right.
We're in their sights.
We're loud. Let's go, boys.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've worked.
Damn it.
Disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes
I see that additional information is not working as it should be. So let's see here. We'll need a grenade and a follow-up shot for the surveillance drone. Okay, we'll quickly take whatever flanks we can. So that's a good flank. We've got to take that. Who else can get through there? Rock Hunter's too slow. Looks like it's just Eric Wickstrom. If we soften up with a few grenades, maybe. That's definitely a flank, but I want to at least get 3 points of damage onto that leader before we do that. Okay, it's a bit of a puzzle, so what do I do here? Take that high cover there and lob a grenade that way. Let's focus on these two first.
I'm going.
These lads don't have loot indicators, so that might be because of one of the mods I'm running. I had to disable some mods. I think the additional icon shows when an enemy is carrying loot or not. Whether they have loot is of course irrelevant because I want to make sure I don't explode any of these guys to death if they potentially have loot. Probably better off flashbanging those two and focusing on grenading that one down. I think at a minimum in this turn I want to grenade or just straight up kill this guy. Flash those two, grenade and kill that one. It's unlikely that with all these rookies we're going to be able to do much more than that.
I'm trusting you here.
Is that actually going to hit him? That, well, there you go. Come, 4 damage, here we go. 1 more point of damage needed there. So whoever has the weakest aim, I should use them to flashbang. 66. Conan will take that shot with 77%. One of you lads will flashbang those two, another one will grenade to soften up, and then hopefully Zhang finishes that guy off. I'm not confident I can get a I should be able to get a flashbang through these two windows.
Let's move already.
Ooh, scary. I thought we had another pod active there. We'll leave that as our last action. On the off chance we're able to do something a bit more. This guy here. See, this could be quite a tricky grenade throw. What's up, Shani? Don't worry, Shani, we are going to be playing some more Battle Brothers a little bit later. But I have a deep and abiding love for XCOM. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can get a grenade onto that surveillance drone. Good. Nice, good damage too. 78% is actually higher than 77, and I could additionally take 40. It's almost a 1 in 2 chance. But I think I'm gonna have to grenade that guy to death, just to make sure he doesn't jump out here and flank any of these lads. I would like to know what his movement is, but to do that I'm gonna have to use F1. See, 12 minus 4, 8 movement. He can easily get a flank there, so he's got to get grenaded. Thanks, Alfie, thanks. Oh. God damn it, that complicates things. Okay, so I'm not going to take this shot now. I think that trooper is more dangerous than the drone. The drone will probably just disorient someone or stun them. I've been experimenting. Oh, you see how explosions, that right there is dynamic pod activations. Activating the second pod. It might not be that bad because we are nicely entrenched with some choke points in the doorways. This could play into our hands quite nicely. Okay, miss your shot, please. Overwatch, that's fine. 28%. Okay, so it seems like additional information is working occasionally.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Come on, miss your stun, you piece of shit. Miss.
They're repositioning on us.
Damn it. That seems like a pretty good option. But I can get, if I can get a flank here, I need to take it. That's actually not a flank. Yeah, these dudes are unlikely to be able to. If I get people here shooting there on those flanks, that should be comparatively safe. Like that should be comparatively safe. We need some more grenades here. Get him. Gatecrasher is all about aggressive grenade usage. Is that actually going to work? Wait, that one there should have worked. Gang's on cooldown. I can't move forward without getting overwatched. Oh, we had it. Perfect.
Catch.
One hit point away. Hang on, these lads should have flanking shots on that officer. How is that not a flank? It should be. See, there's nothing there. It's weird. Okay, well, this whole process of saving and reloading is going to happen quite a lot. There are so many little bugs that a save and a load usually helps with. That to me looks like it should be a flank. It's probably, it might be that one little wall of the train carriage acting as high cover. But it shouldn't. He should have a step out flank there. See through that window through there? Right there. Yeah, well, maybe not. I'll go here, definitely, but I don't take that Overwatch. First things first.
Target neutralized.
1 down, 6 to go. What's my plan for the officer? What is that officer's accuracy? That's the trooper. I'm trying to calculate what the Overwatch chance would be if I have to run Overwatch. If 75, that's 50 minus 10 for dodge. That's too high. That might actually not trigger Overwatch. If I just, can I jump over there?
If you say so.
It's so squirrely how it doesn't work.
Over here. I definitely got that one.
Shot Eric. Yeah, can anyone sneak through there and get a cheeky flank? Boom, boom. That's a flank, but then I'm going to be exposed to a bunch of stuff there, but we'll take whatever flanks we can.
Not a problem, boss.
Whenever we can, and it's in high cover, so... Whoa, okay, that's unexpected. I gotta take this shot now.
Here I come. Affirmative, covering now.
I feel like at a minimum I want to get a flashbang into that room, but it's going to be hard on this turn.
Geht in Ordnung.
Probably on the next turn. 43, it's like a 1 in 2. Pretty much a 1 in 2.
Bin unterwegs.
Do I think that he's going to run first? I mean, I should be able to back myself to take him with an Overwatch shot, but if these lads move first... What is his accuracy with 65 minus 36? Okay, it's nice and low. Let's deprioritize him and try get any flank shots we can here. Go on, Steve Irwin, get him. Nice crit.
You know, that was good.
What's up, Duck Yours?
Bitte Feuerschutz.
Right, I'm gonna believe in these lads in their Overwatch abilities. Shooting.
Genau nach Plan. Incoming fire!
34%, it shouldn't have been that high. When we had high cover to shoot against, it was minus 45. Hang on, so that trooper took a shot through high cover at 35% chance to hit. We know that he's got 65 aim. There's the cover like 30, 35. Then they're just modified by the defense of that trooper.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
I have a suspicion that
Although they bear some
enemies get minus 45 defense for high cover, we get minus 35
Their genetic
because
now
legend difficulty.
includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
Who can sneak through on the left here? Pretty much nobody. I really want to get a flashbang in there to kill that zombie. You try to bend one around a corner, but maybe my best bet is half covering here, lobbing it through there.
Okay, I'll go.
And we know that that sectoid is sitting there somewhere. I want to get eyes on before I throw that flashbang. I want to make sure what else I can hit there.
Wird schon nichts passieren.
In retrospect, I probably should have pulled back and broken vision. Hyperactive pupils, it's not that useful.
Geht klar. Na los, zeigt euch.
It's only half cover, but what I really need is to move up into position. The zombie doesn't have run and gun, I don't think, so he can, as long as we not, okay, he's not a danger on this coming turn. He's a danger on the turn afterwards. I think that's a way better flashbang, and I believe that sectoid is sitting in that space there somewhere.
Seems doable.
I can't see the sectoid. Oh, that's a way better flashbang. Let's do that.
Flashbang!
Oh, nice. Good. Good. Let's have at least one person up here in case any of these guys try run for a better position. It's not a very big angle for me to shoot through, but it is height advantage. Reaction fire.
Scanning. Bestätigt, Überwachung läuft.
.26 is fucking terrible. Can you soften up some of these nerds maybe on the next turn? I want to be able to hit them both. 26%.
Overwatch.
Damn, this is not the kind of engagement I was hoping for. This is turning into a static exchange of shots. Just no bueno.
Good to go.
I got Overwatch covering a lot of their aggressive forward movements, the enemies that is. So myself and whoever that is on the left there will try to get flanks. Damn, that's unlucky. Straight through our cover.
Not even close.
Yeah, that's asking for a grenade. That's assuming that Grenadier stays. We've got 3 turns to finish this. Maybe we can save. Who's that? Steve Irwin. Okay, so first of all, where are my flanks? We've got 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and plus 1 at the back there. Is that a flank? It is not. Any grenades? Anybody with a grenade, just move up.
Move already.
Damn. Didn't think of that. A little detail. I've got to get back into the whole XCOM frame of mind. Feels like I've been playing nothing but Battle Brothers for the last year. So destroying corpses is of course not ideal at all, but we need to wrap this shit up quick. We've got a lad who is bleeding out.
Moving to position.
What is it at the back there? Another gunner. Okay, so that's the flashbang there, just to can't control that gunner. I think one more grenade should get a triple kill there.
Heading out.
Let's go ahead and take that. We obviously don't have any med packs, so we can't stabilize Steve Irwin. That's a 2, 3, 4, 5, so 66% chance with damage fall off. I'm as likely to kill there with that direct shot.
I'm on it.
Okay, who's got a grenade? Come on, give me a frag grenade, somebody. Who's got the frag? Heinz.
Schon unterwegs.
Horst, come give us a triple kill here. Triple frag kill.
Mach dich bereit für eine Überraschung. Sie sind erledigt.
Sehr gut. 62, that's definitely worth taking that shot. So if there's any way I can get a flashbang on that nerd with someone else, we shall do so. Just out of range. Ooh, height advantage. That might be a better shot than what I have up there. 55. On Eric Wickstrom.
Wenn es sein muss.
I can't get a flashbang there. See, I'm the only one. Stobbie's the one who's in range to flashbang that gunner. Might get lucky, yeah? Nope.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Go on, Eric.
Check it before you get too close. Could use some ammo over here.
Clutch. Rest of you lads, charge this gunner.
Was ist da drüben?
You gotta kill him on the next turn. Oh, for a second there I thought, don't fucking tell me I can't flashbang this nerd.
Take a good look. Heading out.
Oh, we still got 3 turns. But Steve Owen probably won't bleed out.
Stehe hier unter Beschuss.
Get in there, lads. Any cheeky flanks? This should be the last nerd on the map, so don't worry about cover.
On the move.
Yes!
Target eliminated. Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed.
Good job, lads. Good job. Gatecrasher in the bag. Unlucky about Steve Irwin getting knocked out like that. But on Gatecrasher, can tend to be rather hit or miss. So, I just start keeping notes here of which soldier classes we are going to bond.
Will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades.
Let's see.
Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity.
Specialist and Shinobi will bond together. Sharpshooter and Grenadier, we will combine together. Grenadier blows the cover.
I can't imagine the aliens are
Assault.
too happy about this one, Commander.
And Ranger. Gunner and Gunners and Technicals. And then Technicals fill kind of a similar role to Grenadiers. So we won't very often, unless we're taking 8+ soldiers, we won't take along Sharpshooters, Grenadiers, and Gunners and Technical. It'll be one of the two. And then I like to combine a Reaper with a Skirmisher. Or a Templar. And then what class am I missing? So Specialist Shinobi, Sharpshooter Grenadier, Assault Ranger, Gunner and Technical. That's the 8 Long War classes. Reaper, Skirmisher, Templar, and then there's mechs as well. And Psi operatives, but we're not going to be using Psis. I might not even use mechs. The thing is now, even on the biggest missions, you only take 12 troops along, and it's with 8 base classes. 3 Reapers in a mech, that's 12. And let's be honest, side troops are busted. They're way too strong. The music in this game, it's always fucking, the cutscenes are so loud. Does that count as voice volume?
Moving out.
Okay, so what we got here? Let's look at classes. Super is an assault trooper with those stats, definitely. Stobbie can be pretty much anything, but with 8 hacking, I think that's a specialist. So what I like to do here is I like to have, with 8 starting lads, 2 groups of 4. I like to start with 2 Shinobis, 2 Grenadiers, 2 Sharpshooters, and 2 assaults. And then in the first couple of missions, you send 4 squaddies and some rookies. And the rookies level up that way, and then those first rookies you level up into specialists or gunners or whatever you are missing. Does anyone else here jump out? So like with 9 hacking, that'll be a good specialist. Aim wise, mid 60s, all average. 59, that'll be another assault, but nice mobility. 71 and 4, that's a ranger or a gunner. What's up, Crit Psycho? 69 and 4 hit points, that's a ranger. 68 and 4, and a ranger / gunner. Is that another Veinhardt Deadeye Vest guy? Okay, so one of these duplicates we can change into one of the viewers who hasn't submitted to the character pool. Okay, so Brennan Stobbie start what? I kind of want to start with a specialist. Let's go with technical. I need a second technical, and who's the other one? Probably Deadeye. Yeah, and then the two high accuracy lads who can make sharpshooters. I love sharpshooters, especially early on. Shooters. Good. Super duper noob, that's an assault with that horrible aim. -6 dodge. He didn't roll very well. Wickstrom, that's another assault. And then what else do we need? We need... I've got my 2 assaults. I've got 1, so I need... Out of these 3, I need 1 technical and 2 Shinobis. Okay, it looks like... Well... Shaoji, Boom Boom. If it's going to be Boom Boom, then technical is the right class. As soon as I realized giving an EXO suit to a technical gives them a second rocket, that makes me really like technicals a lot. I mean, once you get plasma grenades, then Grenadiers become the superior cover destroyers, but earlier on. And I won't be Shinobi spamming, because that's bullshit. It's so strong. Excellent. Let's take a look at the placement of the power facilities.
There's room for us to expand our facilities.
Level 3, level 4 and level 3 is pretty good. Lots of machinery. Not much debris. Okay. No target. Straight for resistance comms so we can make contact with another jurisdiction. Let's see where we start. One thing that is a huge determinant of how difficult the whole campaign is going to be is where you start. And if you start in North America or Africa, it's not guaranteed that you'll be able to make contact with all 3 regions in the beginning. If you can make contact with all 3 regions, that's quite a boost. But it's not essential.
Commander, we're attempting contact with a local resistance faction known as the Reapers.
Okay, so Asia start.
People like to keep a
not
very
ideal.
Low profile, so it may take some time before we hear back. While we're waiting, it might be worthwhile to...
So here's how I like to do it. I go straight onto intel with everybody, straight to the black market, spend the first hit of supplies on a scientist, chuck the scientist straight into that country. Just maximize those infiltration times as high as you can.
The Avengers
It's XCOM mods.
Will help us search the area for clues or other resources.
So critics, not a lot of mods. I've tried to keep the mods down to an absolute minimum because I'm hoping to, you know, for the sake of stability. I've already spent the better part of a day trying to make sure. Oh my God, Central, shut the fuck up!
Aliens operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Find a lead. This isn't the start of the liberation, I don't think. It gives an intel package, but that's great.
Setting course for Sector 1.
So yeah, the reason for the minimal mods is for the sake of stability. I spent the better part of yesterday trying to work out which mod was causing the crap performance, and that's horrible. Okay, so technical. Damn, I took a technical and I said I said that I was going to bomb them to gunners, but I haven't made any gunners. Well, in any case, technical, assault, Shinobi, and sharpshooter. So hang on, just to start here. So technicals, who do we combine the technicals with? So a technical moves forward, or just shoots and destroys cover. Who's then going to be A Sharpshooter then will be well placed. Finish that off. So we will bond Sharpshooters to Technicals. We will bond Assaults to Shinobis, I think, because I'm always going to have an Assault and a Shinobi on every single mission. Let's get some rookies in. I want my next few level ups to be Specialists, I think. So whoever has the highest hacking here. So the guy, this Deadeye is a duplicate, so we can change him into one of the viewers. If any of you watching here wants to get involved and you aren't in the current pool. And Jung, nice. Come on, give me one more. Eight days, 12. No. Okay, 6 men is still pretty good. So the technical, I don't have micro missiles in this one, but it's okay. We'll go ceramic plating, 69 aim, med kits. What's up, Kane? Smoke and flashbang is always good. I want to go shotgun. 12 mobility, it's pretty good. 69 aim is. Assault, I think medkit is important early on. Pistol for Overwatch because I don't have the PCS yet, and ceramic plating. Once I get the Overwatch PCS in him, we will switch out for armor piercing. Shinobi's also medkits. I can't have him get poisoned. Sharpshooter, ceramic, pistol, and smoke. Rookies just go double grenade. Actually, with 71 aim though, he can probably shoot quite well. So flashbang grenade is fine. I haven't really dug yours. You can see those mods I'm using, but this is my first time I'm really grappling with Long War of the Chosen, so I haven't played enough to know whether I need to ramp the difficulty up anymore. I mean, dynamic pod activation does make it quite a bit more difficult. Not as hard, admittedly, as all pods active would. We've got enough flashbangs here. I created the list this morning. I'll check. It's okay. Well, in total XCOM time, I'm coming up on 1,160. But with Long War of the Chosen specifically, I've got like 6 hours. I just played on it yesterday. What am I missing here? We've got two medkits is probably fine. Assault Shinobi, Sharpshooter, rookie. Oh, you are? Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, welcome, man. Welcome. First things first, I don't like this color scheme. Technicals, I like to give... Where is it? Kevlar, gas mask on the technicals. Body... We'll go torso 0. And uninstalling Anarchy's Children was one of the best things I ever did. All that Anarchy's Children DLC was so weird. I didn't like any of it. I like classic camo, that's cool. I think let's go for Desert Storm colors. Always like Desert Storms, which is 4 and 22, I think. Oh yeah, that looks great. Indeed, extract corpses is definitely ramped down, but the thing is, my reasoning with using extract corpses is that it like fits in universe. The thing is though, I have played without extract corpses, and I felt the lack of corpses was just far too frustrating. I mean, I had campaigns where I'd get to October and like not have any corpses, because I don't like how the missions you get that give you corpses are so rare. So I just really didn't like it. But in future playthroughs, I can probably see myself not using extract corpses. But yeah, again, I like extract corpses because it fits in world for me. I mean, if you were a guerrilla force, it's exactly how you would do it. You know, if you're desperate to find out details about your enemies, you would do exactly that. Yeah. Kevlar, gas mask, Kevlar, balaclava on the assaults. Face. That looks great. Well, I need it to be a bit easier. Guys, excuse my voice cracking a bit. I've got a sore voice. I'm recovering from I had a pretty brutal battle with a bottle of tequila on Friday night. A friend of mine had his birthday, and as soon as I saw he was having the birthday at a Mexican restaurant, I was like, oh my god, here we go. .22 and weapon classic. That doesn't that just look great? I love this color scheme. Next, Conan the Barbarian. I love this part of the game. Fashion com, super important. Shinobis, I like to give the balaclava and night vision. If we're not going to look damn sexy while we're killing aliens, then it's not even worth saving humanity. What's up, Modern?
Yeah.
Yeah, bam. I like the bare arms, especially not for a Shinobi. Shinobis look great in the #1 preset, I think. I could always go for a tech hood as well. That looks great. Horsed, how dare you wear your hair like that? That's not a military issue. Paparazzi com. It's not propaganda, it's an aggressive, proactive marketing campaign. Sharpshooters look good in field berets. Eye patch and cigar, that's cool. I vaguely remember there being a mod that allows you to set the color scheme for one trooper and then apply it to everybody else, but I can't be bothered to try to find it and see if it's War of the Chosen compatible. That whoopsie. Customize, weapon, and classic. God, that looks so cool. So, speaking of like XCOM-like games, I've been watching Retcon Raider on YouTube with Phoenix Point, and I hope it's just because it's early access for them and alpha. It's a little bare bones, you know, and like it doesn't have the same, what's the word? It doesn't have the same feel. I mean, obviously it's not meant to have the same feel. It's a different game, but my early impressions of Phoenix Point is that I don't like the sound. It's like a little too muted. It doesn't have enough strong, badass boom, 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 you know? Anyone who's ever played Enemy Within and felt that ready up screen and heard the music mod, that just gets you so, you know, hyped up. It is Kane, yeah. And like, I mean, I've seen, like, he's up to episode 7 now in his YouTube playthrough, and he's had like a bunch of battles, but it's just walk forward, shoot the aliens, they just stumble out, dump, you know, stupidly out into the open, they just get gunned down. There's like normally like between 6 to 8 aliens on the map. As soon as you kill the first 4 or 5, the rest start panicking, you just mop them up. But it's early days. I mean, let's not forget that XCOM2 wasn't perfect when it released either. As long as Phoenix Point has modability, it's going to be good. So anyway, Kayan, on the, is it Keen or Kayan? KNSG. On the subject of the extract corpses, I feel very strongly that extract corpses should be a foundational part of the game. It should be built in. But the way that you offset the decrease to difficulty, I think, is to nerf the sell prices and to increase the number of corpses you need for research and building and whatnot. Because like in my head, I just can't get over how extracting corpses, it just makes sense. Like in universe, it makes a lot of sense. I also just like the idea of like the psychological warfare, like freaking out the aliens, like as you're extracting in front of them with a bloody shot corpse over your shoulder. You see this? That's what happens to you fuckers, and then you grab a line and extract out. Goes against a limited item, so you mean like the difficulty through scarcity, I think is what you're referring to. I don't know. You have limited quantities of all the best gear. I mean, the thing is, obviously you're the expert, but there's more than one way to skin a cat. What you could also do is tweak the extract corpses mod, because they still drop corpses that you can extract through explosions, so you change that. And perhaps have... So extract corpses, well, actually, hang on, let's take a step back. Extract corpses isn't all, it's not a straight nerf to difficult. It doesn't always make it easier. A lot of times I've gotten myself stop. I've gotten troops killed because of my own greed, because I've spent extra turns trying to extract corpses and then extra reinforcements drop in, and so it can work against you if you're not careful. But then the item called the Fulton Harness, I think that just makes it way too easy. The Fulton Harness just gives you a way of marking a corpse or an injured ally, then they extract like the way that you mark resources, which I don't like. I think that makes it just straight up too easy.
Thank you for sending additional support staff to assist me, Commander. I will make sure they are put to good use.
Thank you, Targan. What can we do with this 40 supplies? And can we try squeeze out another 85 supplies to get this engineer right now? I will quite happily sell all of this stuff. We need how much? So we've got 40, we need another 85. 50. 60. No, we'll have to wait another mission or two. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll get another trooper at least on the next mission. Straight intel. So doing this right from day one, going straight intel, throwing the first 140 supplies, which typically I would have put for the GTS, going now straight into a scientist, I've found to be quite useful. For a little while, I was having one of my Haven guys going to recruit, but I find that you quite reliably get jailbreak missions to get your numbers up.
Our results have exceeded expectations. I will send word as soon as we have something of note.
But Kane, if you keep watching, you'll see through some missions. It is a risk. Going for the extractions is a risk, especially in the time-sensitive missions, when you're looking to extract troopers and extract VIPs and stuff like that. If you take an extra turn to go grab a corpse, so often it can make an entire mission just go completely tits up. And you have to
remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Yeah, you can't just grab it again. Remember, there's reinforcements dropping on your head.
Hey, Commander. You'd be surprised how big of a difference some of these things can make in combat, Commander.
What you could also do is, because currently the corpse drop rate is 100%, meaning that if you shoot an enemy, there's a 100% chance you get the corpse. So by making sure that you can't use exploded corpses, or maybe, I'm pretty sure it should be changeable in the INI, where you could make it a percentage chance, say 50, 60, 75% chance for the corpse to be dropped. Oh, have we crashed? Looks like we crashed. It's unfortunate. First crash. Okay, so for the YouTube people, we'll take a little break here.